Have you ever asked yourself why you fail to change even though you read, listen, and watch everything? Why do you sometimes feel like you're stuck in a loop? Same habits? Same mistakes? Same results? The problem is not you. The problem lies in an old internal program running without your permission. A program written since childhood, by your environment, your family, your school, every voice that told you you can't. But now, things are different. Because you're about to write a new program. A program through which you'll become an unstoppable force. Inside every human, there are two forces at war. One pushes you forward, and the other holds you back. The first is that deep inner voice that says, you can. And the second, that shaky voice that whispers, stay where you are. The difference between winners and losers isn't talent. It's who programs themselves to listen to the right voice. Every thought that repeats in your mind becomes a habit, and every habit reshapes your brain. In neuroscience, there's a concept called neuroplasticity. It means the brain is flexible and can change. And that means just one thing. You are not who you are. You are what you keep thinking. If you keep thinking you're a failure, your brain will act to make you fail. If you keep thinking you're strong, your brain will rebuild itself to support your strength. So how do we reprogram the brain? How do we erase toxic files and plant new ones? First, understand that most of your decisions are not logical. They are emotional, based on invisible internal files. For example, someone gets scared every time they start a new project, not because they're a coward, but because an old subconscious file says every project means failure. An old file planted when they saw a parent lose money in business. Their brain recorded, risk is danger. That file is replayed automatically, without permission. Now it's your turn. Either surrender or access your mental system and delete that file. Did you know your subconscious can't tell the difference between reality and imagination? If you say, I am strong 1,000 times, it will believe you. If you say, I'm weak, it will build a mental prison for you. So the first step is to choose the phrases you repeat. But don't repeat just any phrases. Pick the words that stir power inside you, like, I do not go backward. I don't explain myself. I create my world. I don't get influenced. I influence. I am a leader, not a follower. The more you repeat these phrases, along with a clear mental image of what you want, your subconscious will become your servant instead of your jailer. Second, understand that fear is not real. Fear is a feeling, not a fact. Fear is your body reacting to imagined events that haven't happened yet. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of a picture of failure in your mind. Change that picture, and everything changes. Imagine yourself falling. You freeze. Imagine yourself rising. Your body moves naturally. The brain doesn't follow facts. It follows the images you create inside it. Third, don't program your brain with words alone. Use actions too. Every small step you take is a signal to your brain that you're serious. When you wake up early, when you avoid distractions, when you work out despite being tired, you're telling your brain, I'm in control, not you. Each time you do this, you weaken the laziness files and strengthen the control files. In behavioral psychology, there's a rule. Environment beats willpower. No matter how strong your will is, if you put yourself in a failing environment, you will fail. So it's not just about changing how you see yourself, but also changing the environment that programs your brain every day. Ask yourself, who is around me? Who do I follow on social media? Who do I allow to plant thoughts in my mind? Every word you hear leaves a mark. Every negative person you see plants something in you without you noticing. Fourth, the subconscious does not understand negation. If you say, "I don't want to be a failure," it hears, "I want to be a failure." But if you say, "I am successful and I create success daily," it responds to the positive image. The golden rule here is speak about what you want, not what you fear. Fifth, deprogramming doesn't happen fast. It needs patience, repetition, and time. Imagine your brain as solid ground where you want to plant a seed. If you water it one day and forget it for 2, it won't grow. But if you care for it daily, quietly, without rushing, one day it will sprout, grow, and bear fruit. And when it does, people will think it happened suddenly. But you'll know how much silence, patience, and effort led to that moment. Self-programming doesn't mean shouting and excitement. It means creating inner silence, where you reorganize your mental files, to sit with yourself honestly and say, "I refuse to live a version of myself I don't love. I will not let any memory decide my future. I start now, here, with myself." Watch your daily words. Every word you speak returns to your brain as a command. Say, "I'm tired," and your body will collapse even more. Say, "I perform despite being tired," and your energy will suddenly return. This isn't fantasy, it's science. You are a chemical factory, producing hormones based on your thoughts. A positive thought releases dopamine, which gives you energy, movement, and motivation. A negative thought releases cortisol, which causes fatigue, stress, and withdrawal. You are walking chemistry. Whoever controls their thoughts controls their body, their life, and their destiny. Seventh, don't look for external motivation. Strong programming begins when you depend only on yourself. Tell yourself, "I don't need someone to motivate me. I light my own fire," because what is born from within cannot be extinguished by the outside. In the beginning, you may not believe your words. You may feel like you're lying to yourself, but keep going, because repetition is stronger than doubt. One day, you'll believe every word you said, and then you'll become it. Eighth, and most important, don't explain yourself to anyone. Don't seek others' understanding, because your new mind won't be understood by old minds. Let your actions speak. Let your results scream. Let your transformation confuse everyone, because silence in the beginning is the real noise in the end. If you've come this far, you now hold the weapon. The weapon is not external. It's inside you. And for the first time, you hold the key. Now, the choice is yours. Will you go back to the old program or start erasing it and planting an unstoppable version of yourself? In the next video, we'll go deeper. I'll show you how to influence others, not through manipulation or words, but through presence, silence, and hidden mental strength. Because those who reprogram themselves can reprogram the world around them. See you in the next session.